Welcome everyone back to D&D. Last time you played, excuse me, you guys walked on the scene of Tyrell's rampage, and then Royal managed to slip a ring onto Tyrell's finger, which sucked him in to the ring and then teleported away. So, you guys are in the aftermath of Tyrell's rampage. The shield has gone up, preventing additional meteors from making it into the city. And there's still chaos abound. There are monsters that got inside, and there is still an active war zone going on outside of the walls. What do you choose to do?
Two of us are passed out.
Yeah, there's two of us.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm still conscious.
For those of you who passed out, I want you to make a wisdom saving throw. Challenge rating is 15.
You can do it.
Natural
Or not.
one.
Gee, both of you?
Uh-huh.
Oh my
How
god.
did you both get a natural 1?
I don't know.
By rolling a wisdom saving throw that you told
Okay.
us to.
With okay.
I don't even know what to say.
They start snoring, even the Warforged.
I'm gonna look at him and be like, how the fuck is he doing that?
I'm not gonna lie, that's quite impressive. I'm gonna try to wake them up. I want to inhale as much air as I can and with dramaturgy. I want to do the 3 times louder voice thing and say wake up.
Okay. With Royal's assistance, you may check again with advantage a wisdom saving throw. This time the challenge rating will be 12.
I got dual natural 20s.
Both ends of the spectrum. God damn.
Oh my god.
I did
You
so
are-
good I even woke back up.
I got a non-natural 20, so...
You guys are jerked awake by Royal's yell at you to wake up.
Can we check my ears for blood?
Hey, what happened? Huh?
How can you snore? Dead staring at him.
Maybe it's something normal. I don't usually sleep.
I'm gonna like clap my hands and say bravo. It's quite entertaining to see a non-biological creature express biological function.
Pretty sure I lost hearing because of you.
Oh yeah, I rolled for that. Roll a Constitution saving throw, Kazi.
No.
I have advantage.
Go ahead.
Or not advantage, but proficiency.
Okay, you can take advantage.
18.
I'll give it to you.
That I lost hearing or no?
That you did not lose hearing.
Okay.
Your ears are ringing though.
I only have a +6 to my Constitution saving throw, or Constitution saves.
That's nothing to scoff at.
I do like how you
My
rolled
charisma is
an
a
11
+7.
and a 12, so they're like barely a difference there.
Yeah.
Hey.
Here, you've hit like all 3 spectrums this game already, Kazi.
Those, highs and medium, or middle grounds.
Excuse me.
So is there a reason why you, like, woke us up?
Well, the city's still under siege. The shield's up, but there's still plenty of monsters.
I don't know, we
Alright.
don't get to rest
Do we
after.
know what happened to Dariel?
You and me do, I believe.
Mm.
Have a
Oh,
good
you-
idea.
You know what the ring was.
Did to him. We don't know where he went.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me just double check. Alright, this doesn't require a specific component. Can I cast Locate Object on the ring? Courtesy of a level up.
Can you use locate object on the ring?
Mhm.
I believe it's going to be outside of the range. Isn't the range like 1,000
One
feet?
1,000 feet of me, yes.
Yeah, it's outside of the range.
Would I have any idea where that ring would have taken him?
No.
Okay.
Alright, so that was Locate Object. So let's go in. That's one spell slot down. Let's see.
Is Sicaria still here, or is she, like, tranced out now?
She sat back down. And yeah, she's trans back out.
Alright, no point in trying to wake her up then.
I'm gonna
Would
stand up,
I?
dust off my
Go
hat,
ahead.
and put it back on before bowing to Sicaria and
I don't know.
readying my halberd. He's ready for a fight.
I don't want to like do a full-on bow, but I want to nod with the same idea behind it.
Alright, so let's go try and help tidy this city up.
I'd like to go to the cliffside, I guess, and see if I could spot any immediate issued areas.
Um,
Oh,
go ahead.
I would like to check on the child and the priestess.
Oh
They-
yeah, let's get that priestess into a.
I think all her limbs are
cool.
back.
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah,
Okay.
Sicaria, whatever she cast, basically fixed everything. Whoever was alive.
Alright.
When you go back outside, the priestess is making her way into the temple with the child.
Good to see you have arms and legs back.
Thanks. I think that we might have other problems soon.
Yeah, we're gonna go
What
try and
might-
help kill the things in the city.
What might those problems be?
I think
Aside from the things running rampant, apparently.
some of the bodies were moving unnaturally.
Divine sense, real quick.
It detects undead, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. You detect a lot of undead.
Around us immediately.
Yes.
I shoo her in the temple.
Everyone, these are not dead yet. Ready yourself. I'm gonna try and crush one of the heads of something that I sense
Yeah.
undead from.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Just
rush.
coup de grace everything that I physically can right now.
Rushing to the closest ones and just starting to try and
The
finish.
Pointing fingers at anything that's undead.
All right, hold on. Let me see if I can do this.
These are just basic zombies. I can hand you the sheet thing real quick.
The bones from the bodies start ripping out and forming into a mass.
I'll cast Protection from Evil and Good on Quack.
Okay. It's not long before the bones start melding together and forming up with little bits of flesh holding the bones together. And the pile of bones seem to start to reach out at you. Hey, it's going after Quack.
Oh,
Roll initiative.
holy crap! Not a horrible initiative roll for once.
Is it considered this isn't considered an ambush, is it?
No.
Okay, so I don't have to. 'Cause I think I have the perk right now that I can't, as long as I enter range immediately, I can't. The ambush thing won't affect me.
I basically yelled out there's a shit ton of undead, so that kind of nullifies the ambush.
There's not a shit ton of undead. There's an undead.
Well, now there's a big
I
fucker.
got a natural 20.
So that guarantees you go first unless one of them roll a natural 20. Unless Toxic is going to do something different with it.
Gentlemen, I'm just going to throw this out there. This is the first time all of us have rolled double digits.
One of
That
the
is-
first times, yeah.
In like the last 3 sessions.
Definitely, yeah.
It,
Oh. Interesting.
Where'd the hippopotamus skull come from?
don't worry
There's a
about it.
hippopotamus. Oh, there is.
There's not actually a hippopotamus skull, okay? That's just the artwork.
I know, just playing around.
Hippopotamus
There's an
skull.
M in the description of the monster somewhere.
Okay.
I gotta go to the bathroom before we start, though.
Oh, okay, okay.
So it gives you some.
So many thoughts are going through my head right now. None of them imply what the fuck this thing is.
That's alright. Oh,
I'm
Quack.
sure I have not a fucking clue what this thing is,
Good.
but in retrospect to all of us in the room, where is it in retrospect to Sicaria?
It's outside.
Okay.
Go.
Anybody
No.
got turned undead?
Green.
I don't have turn
Nope.
on.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess I technically do.
I have animate dead.
Well,
Will that work?
I do have turn undead, yes. Or
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, one thing of turn undead.
Yeah. Hmm.
Where's my measuring tape? Really? Where?
This?
Thank you, Royal.
Yep.
Shouldn't
Hey,
you also have turn undead, Hunter?
I actually don't.
Oh, okay.
Mine specifically targets aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, or fiends.
Hmm.
Yeah. I was not expecting it not to target undead, not gonna lie. But I do have a second bonus that allows 2 creatures in 30 feet of me to get advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws.
Cool, cool.
Alright.
How do you spell utensil?
That one I'd have to actually like visually look at.
Nah,
Alright, I
just type
found
it
it.
out to tell you. Spelling out
shit.
loud, I'm not good with.
I think it's Utensile.
I'm trying to remember now who said they were at the cliff.
I said I was going to the cliff to take a look at what's happening, but if I would have sensed undead, I would have ran back to the party.
Of course you would.
So let you all know.
Alright.
As I stomp on the bodies, which apparently would have done absolutely nothing, since they all bones just kind of did their thing.
If I'm right on this monster, then yeah, I wouldn't have done shit.
Yeah. Well, as I saw the bones popping out, I would have stopped stomping the bodies.
Alright.
Be like, oh, they're gonna be useless.
Oh. Sorry, I'm just doing
Creating.
I'm just doing my job. Royal, what were you doing?
Can I equip my great sword?
Oh no, I mean before this happened.
I believe, from what I can recall, I basically just said that I'm going to nod my head towards the statue of Sarkaria instead of doing a full-on bow, but with the same idea of a bow behind it.
Okay.
Just so you know, in order for me to use the protect from evil and good, I have to touch Quack. So I'd have to be within touching distance.
Yeah, I'm just setting up the tokens real quick.
Oh, I see, okay.
Alright. And Royal was nodding to the statue of Sicaria.
Yep.
Okay. Alright.
And Hunter was
Yeah,
over
back.
stomping on bodies.
Yep. So it's great. It's there.
Yep.
It's big. It's ugly.
It's big and it's fucking ugly.
One might say fugly.
Oh, it's definitely fugly.
Ugly motherfucker.
Alright.
How much damage can we do to it before it gets a turn?
Let's
Oh wait,
see.
could we technically flank it?
Alright, who else rolled the natural 20?
Whack.
I got dirty 20.
Alright. Quack, you're competing for first turn. Roll again. I rolled a
Oh.
13.
Oh no! Even with advantage, I got 7.
Alright, monster goes first. Let me.
Let's see how much of us can survive.
Well, Toxic said it was going for Quack, so
Ozzy. Hunter. Royal. Alright.
just remember if any attacks against Quack specifically are at disadvantage. And he cannot be possessed, charmed, or frightened.
Roger.
Imagine being possessed by that fucking thing. That would be painful as fuck.
Assuming its intent is to have you in some way or another tear out your own bones.
The pile of bones starts to swirl through the air and shoots out at Quack. Ah, yeah. Uh, it can reach Quack without a problem.
Could I
Alright.
ask what the swirly lines are? On
That
the...
is a road.
Ah, okay. So we're not... Okay. I see.
And then down here. Oh,
Cliffside. Oh my.
that's not what that was supposed to do. Over here is just cliff.
Okay.
Now is it the cliff where you jump to safety, or is it the sheer cliff side?
The whole cliff side is a jump to safety.
Now,
We fall if we
The
go
whole-
over that line. That's
The
all
whole
we need to
mountain
know.
is like
I was
that.
I was debating if I wanted to push the monster off the side of the cliff, but if it's just going to end up teleporting into the pool, it's not really worth it, is it?
No. Quack does 23 hit.
It does.
That's with disadvantage? What? Damn.
Hey. Yeah.
Does it pass with 3 or more?
Oh wait, hold on. I'm gonna use my reaction
Okay.
to do the Polar Master opportunity attack. Since it walked into my range.
Okay.
Does a 21 hit?
21 does hit.
$11 frost slashing. Or chopping, however you want to say it.
Slashing.
Slashing.
There should be a difference, but
Minus 11 equals. Okay. Oh, there's my fucking thing. Okay.
Excuse me.
Alright. It is going to roll for damage. Let me see if D&D Beyond likes me today. Can I roll D&D Beyond? Will you let me?
Maybe.
this makes me think there's going to be a lot of dice rolling and that you don't want to roll them manually.
I go to someone's character sheet. See if it'll let me roll there.
I mean, you could just make it like a test character that you have in another tab.
Did you set it so that you have it to view what you only see, or everyone?
I have no idea what you're saying right now.
I think there's a setting for the DM to see his roles specifically instead of everyone else's roles. So it might be going to that page instead of the front
That would
page.
be the game. That would be the game log sent to everyone or Salford DM.
Take 32 bludgeoning damage.
At least just bludgeoning.
Um. Alright, that's it. That's its turn.
Did it like headbutt him?
What's that?
Did it like headbutt him?
It's so the massive bones twirled together and whizzed through the air and smashed into Quack's face.
So theoretically, if a skull was impact, he did headbutt him.
Kind of, yeah. It was more of a bone pile.
Yeah.
instead of dog pile.
Yeah, it's like headbutt, elbow, knee, all in one go.
Mm-hmm. So it's Quack's
So
turn.
it's my turn now, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna activate Rage. I'm gonna get real angry. It did just smash my face in. And it's gonna get struck by lightning. That's a Dex DC 16. And it takes half of 1 damage if it succeeds.
Yeah. Did you say Dex?
Yeah, Dex DC 16.
It rolled a 15.
I don't think it really matters because you round up anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And it got I got a 1
Ah, Roger.
on the damage.
God damn it. Cursor, please. I just want to know where you are. Okay. -1. What kind of damage?
It's lightning.
Okay. It. Kazi.
Okay, and now I'm going to attack it. It is a 15 hit.
It does not.
Okay, I'll attack again. Okay, it's 26 hit.
Yes.
13, and I get +2 damage for being enraged, right? Because it's strength based.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Somewhere in here it says plus. Oh, +3 melee damage. So it's 16 total blunt, or not blunt, slashing frost.
Roger that.
And I am gonna step around it so I'm in between it and the path.
Roger that.
And I believe that's it.
All right.
Oh wait, do I get? No, I don't. That's dazzling. That's fairy fire, not protection. I don't get advantage. It just gets disadvantage on me.
Until one of us starts flanking it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sorry. Just gotta move this just a wee bit. Okay. Is that your turn, Quack?
Yeah, that should be it.
All right, Kazi, it's your turn.
Well, I guess that I will move over behind Quack and use my free cast of Cure Wounds, which will be a first level.
Here.
Yep. Let's see. So Quack heals 7 HP. And I want to take 2 sorcery points to quick cast Jolt Touch. So that will be a 22 to hit.
That hits.
Alright. So that will be 11 necrotic damage. And it will have another disadvantage on attack rolls until the end of my next turn. And it cannot regenerate HP
Okay.
until the end of my next turn.
Roger that.
And I will move, I guess, back towards the road.
How far?
I'd say like to the beginning of it, like between the end of the 2 lines.
Okay. So about 20 feet.
Yeah, that works.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Hunter, it's your turn.
Okay. Ozzy ran away. Makes sense. He's squishy. I'm gonna flank it with Quack. And pray to God this works.
I mean, I could do more, or could have potentially done more, but my concentration's already getting taken up.
Fair, fair. I'm gonna slap it with my hammer and hope it works. Does it advantage because we're flanking or no?
Yep.
Okay.
It does not have. It cannot be flanked.
The fuck do I have for my hammer? Oh, 20 dirty.
Dirty 20.
Meaning
You
it.
hit.
Yep. Okay. I'm using a divine smite on this bastard. Helps if I'm in the right tab. I'm assuming it's still undead.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Where's my
We need to
D8?
get you a proper warhammer after this.
Yeah, that was the whole plan when we came back to Ironfall. That is not what happened. Okay. First, we'll do the simple roll. It's 8. I got 8 magical bludgeoning and then 9 radiant.
Roger that. You managed to break a few bones.
I'll take it. And I'm just going to angrily stare at it because that's all I can do this turn.
All right, Royal, it's your turn.
I would like to use Bestow Curse to give it disadvantage on strength rolls and saves. Can I do that?
Let me make sure it's not immune. Yep.
Alright. Is that... I'm pretty sure that counts as an action, right?
Mm-hmm. Unless it says otherwise.
I don't see it in action.
What's it in?
Gotta figure that out. Let me just see if it says if it's an action. Yeah, it's an action.
Okay.
It's got a wisdom saving throw, I believe.
Oh yeah, I have 17. Sorry.
A wisdom saving throw of 17? Holy crap.
It got a natural 20.
Holy shit.
Things
I
evil.
can't help this. Damn. Oh. This thing does not want to go down, does it?
That would have been crippling for it, though. If he succeeded, that would have been, like, crippling.
Mm-hmm.
I shoot harmless fireworks in its face with just... No, wait, that's an action.
That's an action.
One of those. Take this, you asshole.
I mean, it'd be funny to kind of annoy it.
It'd be funny.
Yeah, fuck.
If that would have succeeded, though, that would have been huge.
Yeah.
Sorry. Why am I saying sorry? I'm the monster.
I know there's a spell that can make them re-roll, but I don't think I have that spell.
I mean, if I took my other favorite cantrip that sorcerers doesn't get access, I don't believe get access to, it would have been like an opposite of bless, where it would be a 1d4 subtract whatever they
Oh,
got.
Bane?
It's similar to Bane, Mind Sliver, but it was a natural 20, so he succeeds no matter what,
Yeah.
or almost no matter what.
I do believe I have multiple uses of this, though. Obviously, I can't
Oh, yeah, it'll
use
be
this
next
again.
turn.
Yeah.
Alright. Is that it, Royal?
Hold on a minute. I want to see the requirements for this. Doesn't say it has any, as far as I can tell, it doesn't say it has any specific requirements.
Verbal and somatic.
Yeah,
No
never
no
mind.
material.
Can I move closer to where it says temple, but not actually going in the temple?
Yeah, how far do you want to move?
Like, almost dead center of that.
Alright.
It's
It's
not
gonna be 20 feet.
Alright.
So you still have 10 feet of movement left.
Throat today.
Could I use the rest of the 10 feet to get as close as I can to the monster?
Yep.
Unfortunately, I do not think I can do anything else. So that will conclude my turn.
Did you use a bonus action already?
You'd have to have something that takes bonus action.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't know if he does or not.
I have Form of Dread and 2 weapon fighting as bonus actions.
Do you have Hex?
No.
Hex is a really good one.
Yeah, Hex is really good for sorcerers if you ever get a chance to play with it. It's really fun.
It's a lesser version of Curse.
But they are both separate things, right?
Yep.
Yep.
So I could have a hex and a curse on something?
No, they both take concentration.
You
You can only have one concentration going at a time.
Wait a minute, hold
There
on.
might be a feat that lets you have two. I'm
Nope.
not sure.
I
No,
looked.
they're
There's
pretty
homebrew
strict
stuff.
on that.
Yeah, there's homebrew stuff, but there is workarounds. But you have to like literally plan for the workarounds.
Yeah.
Watch this.
Like having two people with the ability to do it, one with hex, one with curse.
Mm-hmm.
Mine says no concentration needed.
Oh,
You
isn't there?
can use familiars too, though.
Did you say your curse requires no concentration?
Yeah.
Then you could theoretically do it if you had hex.
Bestow curse, at least what I'm looking at, says that it's a concentration duration of 1 minute.
Is that the legacy or the new
It
version?
could be that his
Patron.
patron might have removed the concentration effect.
Yeah, like
Because I'm just looking at the
necromancy.
spell, I'm not looking at his page.
I mean, if that's the case, you could do both if you had hex. It is doable.
That sounds evil, and I like it.
It would be evil.
I mean, what would be even more evil is one of us were able to throw Bane on the poor bastard at that point. And you think with those 3 debuffs, you may as well just call it a day.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Not mentally.
All right.
Of course you are.
Hunter does 26 hit.
Yeah,
Excuse
I can't stop that. That's a hit.
So something hilarious.
All right, and take 34 damage. Bludgeoning.
Fucking hurt.
The
Quack.
C beside the bestow curse, Royal,
Yes?
is the means
12
that it's
hit.
concentration.
Did you
Oh
say
wait,
12?
no.
Yeah.
Oh, I see the extended duration.
No, 12 does
I
not hit.
see.
All right. And then
Also, don't forget that he was under my chill touch, so attacks until my next turn have disadvantage.
oh yeah, I know. That's why he
Okay.
only had a 12 on Quack.
Oh, okay.
Okay. One more
Well,
thing.
Quack also has protection from evil and good, so that also is another disadvantage.
Quack
Yes,
does a 23 hit.
it does.
Okay. This one doesn't do damage. So you should be happy, buddy.
No, those ones scare me.
Why doesn't it do damage?
He's about to find out.
Those are the ones that scare me. I'd rather it just deal
Oh
damage.
god, you're in it!
What the?
You're grappled.
Be theoretically flanking it still.
Shut up, Lucy. What?
Even though he's in it. Tickle the chin of the dog, it shall silence itself.
Can I use my reaction to try and counter grapple it?
You want to hug the pile of bones?
Well, just kind of keep it so it's not fully restraining me.
I just picture you holding both arms out, fighting with a pile of bones.
Should I cancel my protection from evil and good on Quack?
I mean, what benefit does it give him right now?
It's providing a disadvantage at the moment from attacks against him. And it's, if there's any possession, frightening, or charm effects, he's immune to them all.
And the immunities are really good. But it's limiting your ability to help fight it, right?
Kind of. There is a concentration spell that I have just got that may be very effective.
I mean, if you think it's more beneficial and it'll get him out of that scenario,
It
go
won't
for
get
it.
him out.
No? Will
There
it
is
piss
a
the
spell.
monster off?
there is a spell that will get him out, but I have to be within touch range.
Your call.
So
That's a your call. I'm not going to suggest any of that. I know how squishy you are. You might be able to take 2 hits from this guy.
anyway,
Oh boy. I really need a better weapon.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back. Is the dog still alive?
Yes, the dog's still alive. I didn't.
Your
I
dog.
just had her sit down for a while.
He's been dead silent.
Yeah. No.
Did you hear me earlier when I asked about using my reaction to counter grapple it, or if I could do that?
It cannot be grappled, but it encased you. You are considered as grappled, but you are not considered restrained. But you cannot move on your own. It moves you with it.
You mean movement, or do you mean can I still
Movement.
do attacks?
Movement.
So we can still attack.
Yeah, you can. It does not say you're not allowed to attack it.
Okay, so I'm like trapped in a literal rib cage.
But you have a 50% chance of hitting yourself.
I thought, doesn't grapples also give disadvantage
Yep.
on attacks? Okay.
This is going to be entertaining.
Oh.
Is it moving? It's moving? Okay.
Royal, does 25 hit?
Yep. I use my reaction of Hellish Rebuke.
What does it do?
The casting time's 1 reaction, but it's a. You point to your finger and the creature that damages you is momentarily surrounded by hellish flames. The creature must make a dexterity saving throw or take 2d10 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one.
Sure. It rolled the 17. You take 39 bludgeoning damage.
Alright.
This thing is just like swirling around like a bone fucking tornado, basically.
It's a dexterity saving throw of 17.
Okay, so it passes. Okay, so what's half the damage? Then I get to see if it hits Quack instead.
It takes 6 damage.
No, okay. It takes 6 damage.
You sound way too excited when you said I get to see if it's Quack instead. I'm sorry.
Okay. Now its turn's over. Quack. If you wish to break 3, it's a DC 16. Strength.
You're already mad.
Well, I am proficient in strength saving throws. Oh wait, is it strength or strength saving throw?
It's a saving throw.
Okay, so do I get double advantage because I have proficiency in strength saving throws and I am in enrage, so I get advantage on strength checks.
I will allow it, yes.
I think I technically passed it, but just checking for a natural 20. Nope. So 23.
23 succeeds. What side do you want to burst out of?
Um, southeast. And what all actions do I have?
That is just something that you get to try at the beginning of your turn.
Oh, so I have everything?
Yeah, you still have everything.
Oh, okay, cool.
Hold on. When you break free, you have to see if you take 1.5 times its strength modifier. Does 23 hit?
What is it with 23? Yeah, it is.
Okay. Oh wait, it has disadvantage. Does 20 hit?
Yes, but does it have double disadvantage still?
I haven't
Flanked.
gotten my turn yet.
Yeah, it's also flanked.
Okay. Well, the rolling 3 times 20 is the lowest.
Okay.
Wow.
So, yeah, it still hits.
So you take 9 bludgeoning damage.
And round down?
Yep.
We genuinely tried, Quack. We genuinely tried.
Hey, he got free the first try.
He did. He did.
He is a barbarian, though.
He is. I probably wouldn't get free the first try.
If anybody was going to succeed on that, it was probably going to be him, especially on the first try.
Um, that's considered a bonus action. Okay, so I can only do it once per turn, I believe, right? Okay. Yeah, just use a bonus action. Okay, so I'm going to attack it
Okay.
with my halberd. And I have advantage, right?
Uh-huh.
How did I get worse? 14. Does that hit?
No.
Do I have to do um do I have to hit first to use that? Okay, no, it does. I do not have to hit, so I'm going to use my bonus action to try to hit with the opposite end of my halberd.
All right.
There's a 26 hit.
Yes.
Or actually, let me roll again. Yeah, that would be 26. Um. Okay. It takes 8 bludgeoning frost damage from that.
You broke a few bones.
Now, oh wait, no, 2 weapon fighting is also a bonus action, so I can't do that. But I can attack with my frost helmet again.
It also has become obvious that it can just hit everyone that's within reach because it has an omnidirectional attack.
Yeah. It's 25.
25 hits.
Okay. $14 frost slashing. And now, would you consider doing the polearm master bonus attack? I can only do that once per turn or once with each attack of my polearm. Because it takes a bonus action.
Hmm.
I don't know if you would treat it like you would treat 2 weapon fighting.
Yeah, I'll
Or
allow it.
Okay. I think a 27 hits.
Yeah.
10 bludgeoning frost.
You break a few bones.
Yeah, I believe that's it now for my turn.
All right.
Because I don't want to move.
Hello?
Hello?
There you go. Hello.
Quack is processing.
No, I said that ends my turn.
Oh, we did not hear that.
Oh.
It didn't come through as far as I know of.
I heard it.
Okay. Well, anyways, Kazi, it's your turn.
Can I have a rough guess on about how much this creature might weigh?
How much it might weigh?
Yep.
A lot of bones.
Basically, I want to know if it's less than 500 pounds.
No.
Damn. Okay. Um, I guess that. Well, first, I want to cast a mirror image on myself.
Okay.
So I'll go ahead and do that. And then I want to consume 2 more spell slots to use Quicken Spell to cast a 5th level Moonbeam directly on the monster,
All right.
canceling my protection from evil and good on Quack.
Okay.
So that will be a Constitution saving throw of 13.
It rolled an 8.
Alrighty, so that's full damage. $31 radiant damage.
Ooh, nice. You simmered a few bones out.
If it stays there on its turn, it will take the damage again. Oh wait, hold on a sec. Is it at the beginning or end? For the first time on a turn, or when it starts its turn there. Okay, so at the beginning of its turn, it'll have to make the saving throw again.
Okay.
I don't think it is, but shapeshifters will have disadvantage on its saving throw, and if they fail, they revert to their original form.
This would be a terrifying shapeshifter.
It is not
Bonus
considered as a
action to
shapeshifter,
move.
so.
Okay. I just figure I'd list off. Yeah. Just in case.
Okay.
But now Quack is definitely vulnerable. More vulnerable anyway, because he's been definitely getting hit quite.
Oh, this thing has been not missing, period, so.
I know.
It has hit every mark.
It has a plus 10 to its attack.
Dang. Well, I am also gonna move. I'd say let's go with another 10 feet back
Okay.
It's
towards the
slowly
road.
running away.
towards
Just
the
in
road.
case this thing
Yeah.
jumps out of the pile.
I mean, this thing has a range of 120 feet. I can move pretty much as far away as I want.
All right.
Hide behind the temple.
Yep. That'll be my. That'll. I don't think I have a bonus action I can do. I think I want to do my channel Yeah, let's do my channel divinity. And the sphere I want to have halfway between Quack and me. And I'll start providing temp HP.
All right. I forget what Channel Divinity does right offhand.
My personal one, I basically summon a sphere of twilight and 30 feet around that radius. It sheds dim light and it will provide 1d6 plus 3 temporary HP to me and everybody in that sphere.
Okay.
So, and people that have the temp HP, I can end one effect of charmed or frightened.
Nice.
So it won't like make it immune to being charmed or frightened, but I can end
Cure it.
one effect on it per turn. So
Roger
mass fear or charms, it won't do much for, but that's a max roll, so everybody gets 9 temp HP
Yay.
that.
as long
Nice.
as you're within 30 feet of the sphere.
I assume we are?
I should be about 30 feet from Quack, so
Then you put it halfway, so by rights, all of us should be in it.
mhm.
Does
Oh.
it specify allies or everything in it?
Let me.
Uh, this thing attacks whoever does the
When
most damage.
when a creature, including you, ends its turn in the sphere, you can grant that creature one of these benefits: temp HP, or stop an effect of charmed or frightened.
So it's the user's choice, in other words.
Yep. Because I'll totally choose to give temp HP to the skeleton monster.
Oh,
Well, I
yeah.
just didn't know if it. I just didn't know if it would have affected it as
Yeah.
well because it's in the.
I was skimming through, so I could have like overlooked it. Yeah.
Most temp HP is user's choice.
But that's all I can do.
Okay.
That doesn't happen to fuck Ryle over because he's undead, does it?
It does. It is starting to look rough. You can see that it's noticeably damaged now.
I think,
Need to beat it harder. Need to beat it
Thank-
faster.
I think Captain Quack actually brings up a pretty good point.
Normally, temp HP isn't a divine blessing in a sense. It just gives you like a shield of HP. If you're worried about the undead thing.
Hunter, it is your turn, sir.
Excellent. I'ma slap it with my hammer.
Yeah,
Slap it with that hammer.
Yup. I assume still advantage.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's still flanked. Even though it technically doesn't have a flank.
You guys better hope you don't get grabbed by this thing again, by the way.
15 hit.
Moonbeam
No,
does not
15 does not
discriminate.
hit.
Then I have nothing to do but sit here.
Alright.
Right.
Royal, it's your turn.
can I try bestowing curse on it again?
Yeah.
Alright. Real quick. So wisdom saving throw of 17, I'm going to try to do the disadvantage on strength and saves and checks again.
All right, it rolled a 15.
It now has disadvantage on strength checks and saves.
Roger that.
If you get hit, just so you know, you will have to roll to make sure that you maintain concentration. Otherwise,
It
you'll drop it if you
It's
get
not
hit.
concentration.
Oh,
says-
right.
All right. Anything else, Royal?
Could I use Thunderclap?
What? It did the thing that you just used. That was an action, correct?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Uh, you have a bonus action that you can do.
Two weapon fighting is
You can kick it if you want.
right. I'll kick it.
All right, roll the hit.
Out of curiosity.
Oh my god!
Jesus
Nice.
Christ, we can't fucking hit it. Oh my god.
All the bones are
It is
moving
flanked,
so
so
fast.
you have advantage.
Kick it
Oh,
again.
thank you.
God damn it.
No.
Out of curiosity, does the skeleton need to be a part of the corpse to for Royal to raise it with raised dead?
I mean, that's
Yeah.
Wait, I want
it's
to just
bestowing consciousness on a unsentient skeleton. So if it's already sentient, it wouldn't have an effect.
All right.
No, not
I-
this thing. I'm talking about
The bodies.
the flesh
Oh.
bags that are on the ground.
Let's
I
see who is that. It for you, Royal?
Can I read over animate dead real quick?
It's already reanimated,
Did any part of it fall off?
and every part that was broke off has reformed with the mass.
It has reformed with the mass?
Yeah, like it came back.
Are we doing damage?
Oh yeah, you've broke plenty of bones.
I know, but is it like keeping that damage?
Yeah, it's keeping the damage.
So it's essentially holding on to dead weight?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Does anything physical besides the blunt, or does ever is it just taking extra damage from the blunt damage, or does it look like any other physical damage is not doing anything?
You're still doing stuff. You're still, like, when you slice it, you're slicing into the bones and stuff. But the blunt damage is definitely visibly doing the most damage. But
Okay.
Kazi's sunbeam fried it up or moonbeam definitely fried it up pretty good.
What
I mean,
kind
it's
of
only a
damage?
5th level spell.
A matter of fact, all of the skulls are looking at Kazi right now.
Oh no.
That's why I cast Mirror Image.
What kind of damage is Moonbeam?
Radiant.
Now, before I do the monster's turn, please re-inform me of mirror image.
Mirror Image, I make 3 illusionary duplicates of myself. Whenever it makes an attack roll against me, I have to roll another die. If I roll 6 or higher while I have 3 duplicates, it attacks the duplicate and I take no damage. If I have 2 duplicates, it's 8 or higher. If I only have 1, I have to roll 11 or higher.
Okay.
And the duplicates also have an AC equal to 10 plus my dexterity modifier.
Okay. You're
And
gonna.
you also lose a duplicate every time they get hit, right?
Yep.
There is a slight problem with this, and you're going to figure it out very soon.
It's a sweeping motion, isn't it?
It does 2 sweeping attacks.
This is
Right.
gonna hurt.
So I would roll the die twice.
I haven't used my movement yet. Can I back away from it?
It will get an attack of opportunity
Can I disengage?
if you have an action left.
Yeah.
Take it like a man.
But
No.
by the way, mirror image is not a concentration spell, so even if I get hit, I keep the images.
Okay.
So
It,
It also
Yeah.
has disadvantage from curse, at least on attack rolls, if it uses strength. By the way.
mhm.
Alright, I'm gonna conclude my turn.
Okay.
Let's get slapped.
It is going to. It's
on the start of its turn, it does have to make that Constitution saving throw for Moonbeam.
okay. What is the challenge rating?
Let me look it up again.
It rolled an 11.
It fails. So full damage again. Well then, 15 radiant damage.
It's gotta be pissed at this point.
If it takes...
I mean, I can move Moonbeam as a bonus action, so...
All right. Everyone, or Royal Hunter and Quack, I want you all to roll attack. You are getting an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Alright.
Nope,
Fine.
in the dice tray. Bad dice.
Any attack?
You
Is it considered at advantage before it leaves flanking or no?
Yes. You
Okay.
have advantage.
That was my
Is
question.
this any attack?
It has to be a melee weapon.
Alright, I want to swing my great sword at it.
Okay.
And with
26.
advantage.
Anyone roll a
Wait.
17 or higher.
I rolled a 17. Exactly.
Game fucking hates me.
I got a 26.
Okay. Both of you roll damage.
Now, here's a question for you before I do. Can I use a divine smite?
Mm, I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Unless it's imbued in the weapon.
It is not imbued in the weapon, it comes from a spell.
Okay.
That is 7 magical bludgeoning.
16 frost slashing.
Roger that. How many mirror images so I know how many attacks?
3.
Good luck.
My hands are sweating. That's
Set.
Good luck.
First
if both of
one.
those swipes hit me, then I'm just down, so...
First
Can you
one
get
is
your-
17 to hit.
Miss, I'm using my reaction to use the one gift of the metallic dragon.
I was just gonna say, can you use your wings on
Ooh.
that?
Does 12 hit?
I forgot I
No.
had wings.
Does 19 hit?
Yes. I will roll a d20 and see if it hits me or a... That's a 19. It hits one of my duplicates. I have 2 duplicates left.
Okay. It is going to try and embrace as a 21 to hit.
I will roll another one. I have to roll...
I think you said
what
8
was
or
it?
higher.
I think it's an 8, but I'm going to double check just to make
Well,
sure.
you said 8 earlier, so.
All right, with 2 duplicates, I must roll an 8 or higher. That's a 16. I have 1 duplicate left.
Okay. That is its turn.
I'm
Yes.
really lucky
In
that
the
we got
teeth.
a proficiency bonus, because the only reason that first attack missed was because of the proficiency bonus.
You got so lucky. This thing was rolling so high so far.
No, what you don't understand is it's rolling at disadvantage, and it rolled 2 natural 20s that it wasn't allowed to take.
That's why I'm saying he's
Ooh.
so lucky.
I am a natural 20 magnet.
What
You
the hell
really
is with
are.
your
Every
dice
campaign
right
we
now?
play.
What was that, Quag?
I said, what the hell is with your dice tonight?
My hands were sweating. I don't think you guys understand how actually nervous I was.
Dude, you would have been
Like
dead
now
if
my
any-
nerves are kind of fried now. Like my hands are shaking.
Yarge!
Alright, Quack, it's your turn.
Oh, So question, would I still get full damage from my halberd if I turned it to hit it with the flat side of the halberd?
I will allow it. It's
So
a
it does
magical
blunt damage.
weapon, after
You're
all.
gonna slap
So it
it?
does blunt damage instead.
It's still a heavy object on the end of a long stick.
I love that phrasing.
So I'm going to get up behind it so that we're flanked again. It probably should have not been able to be flanked, but I'm not going to argue with the monster
Yeah,
right now.
I am not gonna. I mean, it works to your guys' advantage.
So I'm gonna attack with the halberd. 25.
25 hits.
15 frost blunt. And I'm gonna use my polearm master bonus attacks again.
Okay.
20.
Hits.
Um, 8 frost blunt. Second attack with the halberd.
Excuse.
25.
Hits.
Ooh, minimum damage. 8 frost blunt.
What is wrong with us today?
You guys are just watching us. Quack's just like bashing off huge swaths of
It's
fucking
like, get
bone.
back here, damn it!
He's like raging as he's like two-handing the halberd on its head kind of thing.
There's just bones fucking flying everywhere. Quack is fucking this thing up real hard.
I'm essentially half sorting my halberd.
You really are. It's kind of
Oh no,
hilarious.
this one misses. 15.
15 misses.
I gotta roll 17 or higher to hit this fucker.
Yeah. That is it. I used my bonus action, my action, and some of my movement.
Kazi, it's your turn.
All
It's
right,
hugging you.
so I am gonna go and cast a third level Tasha's Mind Whip, which
Oh,
has an intelligence save of 15.
I can't imagine a pile of bones being intelligent.
It rolls
Is
a
it really?
16.
Is a
What?
pile of bones smarter than me?
I can't hear you over Quack.
16.
Damn. All right, so it takes half damage. So half of 14 as psychic damage.
Does the whip pull or push?
It doesn't do either. I was trying to remove its reaction so I could run away.
Oh, okay.
It's a mad theoretical whip in a sense. It's telekinetic.
All right, so I'm going to use my bonus action to go and move the moonbeam over onto the monster again and navigate it so it doesn't run over Quack.
It rolls a
It
natural
has-
20.
All right.
Half damage still or no?
It takes half damage.
Huh.
Let me double check on that.
Been a hot minute since I used
It
Moonbeam.
takes
Power.
on a failed save or half as much on the. Yep. Okay.
It is
So
rolling
I
a
am-
lot of 20s tonight.
Yeah, I'm a little scared. How many nat
Oh, I
20s is
don't-
this thing now?
I don't
I
even
don't
know.
have a option for a half roll, so I am just going to roll. Half of 33 is the radiant damage it takes.
God
Did it do-
damn.
Did it do damage to me, or did you say you moved it around me? I missed that part.
Moved it
I-
around.
Yep.
Okay.
Otherwise, you'd take that damage too.
Jesus.
All right.
And is there any other shenanigans I can try and pull here? I think I'm gonna try and move back towards Hunter and Royal and risk an attack of opportunity.
All right. Does a 22 hit?
Yes, I shall roll for my last duplicate.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you still have duplicates?
11 or higher.
It hits me.
Oh.
You are engulfed.
Oh, it's nomming you.
All right, so I guess that I am gonna make that Constitution saving throw. I have proficiency.
Go ahead.
Wait, what's the con throw for?
Ooh,
Well,
all
you
right.
can theoretically will the spell to end, right?
I could. I'm not gonna. But
All right. So you take
all right,
half.
so I take half of the moonbeam damage. Do you want me to roll again, or take the damage from that was already? Since this is like a
no,
little different point in time. What?
you can roll damage again for yourself.
All right.
Roll low. Roll low.
This is when you get max damage?
I know, right?
I mean, I got a 10, so
Holy
that's
shit.
1 point higher.
17 damage. So that would be 8 damage that leaked through my temp HP. So, oh wait, hold on a sec. So 8 damage. Oh, whoops.
You can do the
forgot.
total damage in the HP, and it'll subtract the temp HP first.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
All right.
it's a nice little feature.
I wish I had a separate camera I could use to record my dice rolls for the video.
All right, I want to check something real quick before I try that concentration check because I have Workcaster.
You
Can
get
you move-
advantage with it.
Okay,
you
so
move
there's
the-
not a damage threshold then. Okay,
It's still 10 or no.
I didn't take 10 actual damage to myself.
No,
so.
if the half of the damage is higher than 10, you have to succeed that. But it's 10. 10 is the threshold normally.
Okay, I only took an actual 8 damage. Unless
So
we're
as long
gonna
as you
count-
roll 10 or higher, you're fine.
Yeah.
Okay, I have proficiency in Constitution saving throws, and I have advantage through the Workcaster feat. Can I get double advantage?
I will allow it.
All right.
Here's hoping you don't need to use all 3.
I mean, I've already passed, but I'm gonna roll one more time. All right. Yep. Even with my low roll, I pass. That could have been disadvantage, and I would have been fine. All right.
Well, I don't know about fine. You're kind of in a monster in a moonbeam, so
Yep.
fine. I think is the last word associated with you.
At the beginning of my turn, I'm gonna have to make that roll again.
Unless we kill it, you end the spell.
I will end the spell if it dies before my turn. but I'm gonna keep that spell on it as long as I can.
Alright. So it's
Does
Hunter's
your-
turn.
Is your face cam attached or built into your monitor? I mean-
Neither. I use my phone.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But because I use my phone during D&D,
Yeah.
I don't. I can't use my phone as the camera.
So I know Divine Smite says it's a melee attack, but could I throw my hammer and it count?
That would be a ranged attack you'd
That's
be making.
the point of it is that you're holding the weapon.
So I can't cheese it.
Maybe if the weapon itself has Divine Smite imbued in
Because
it.
it says when hitting a target with a melee weapon or an unarmed strike, it doesn't necessarily say I have to hold the weapon. It just has to be a melee weapon.
The wording is that way to the reason you can still do smite with an unarmed attack is because it's flowing through you. It's it's
That's fair.
that's how I have interpreted divine smite.
No, that's fair. I just figured I'd throw it out there.
Okay.
The wording kind of plays with it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
maybe if the weapon itself is imbued.
We'll get that far eventually.
I think he's
do
been
I
waiting
have-
for a warhammer for that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's been a
we're-
while. I've been shy At this point, I'm just gonna steal a fucking warhammer.
We also need to get Eeyore a 5-course meal.
Yeah, we gotta get him like a 10-course meal. He's done so much. I've been through so much. Do I have enough movement to flank this thing or no?
How far do you move?
30.
30. Let me check. I think you do not. No, you can just barely get next to Quack.
Ugh. Okay, then I won't do that.
Just zoom out one tick.
What does that even mean? Oh,
'Cause I know-
make the grid size bigger?
I use
I
a
would have
physical.
used
I'm
the-
using a
yeah.
physical ruler against the monitor.
Shift the ruler.
So if I shrink the
Um,
screen, then all of a sudden you can move further.
Yeah, that's what Greg was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know if you'll let me do this. I've always wanted to do this. Can I throw my hammer and cast Firebolt at the same time?
What's the components for Firebolt?
Verbal somatic. I have 2 hands. I don't have a shield.
Okay. Here's the question: is Firebolt an action or a bonus action?
It is an action.
2 weapon fighting.
Do you have 2-weapon fighting?
Don't we all have 2-weapon fighting technically?
Mm-hmm.
Well-
Actions in combat, 2-weapon fighting.
It would
I will-
be like removing your ability modifier from your attack to hit roll, usually.
I will let you throw your hammer as a bonus action.
All right. Do I still get the modifiers, or are you removing that to balance it?
Removing the modifier.
Okay, so straight D20 to hit it.
Yep.
Okay, but Firebolt is normal, or
That is correct.
I thought the modifier was just for damage, not the to hit.
no,
It is
I have a
to
to hit modifier and a damage modifier. The damage is based off your strength.
Yeah, I mean the modifier that gets removed. I thought it was only the damage one, not the to hit one.
I would assume the to hit one, because I'm technically doing something unorthodox.
The damage modifier is what's removed for an offhand attack.
But the to hit stays?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I believe.
Oh, yep. You're right.
So it's just a straight D4 then, not a straight D20.
Yes. straight D4 for damage if you hit.
Well, I rolled a 25 and an 18 for the 2 attacks.
Ozzy, watch
Both
the
hit.
hammer as it goes through.
Yeah, right.
All right.
All right, I will roll the D4. That is 3 magical bludgeoning. No modifier, right?
Kazi, odds or evens?
I'll go evens.
Kazi is hit.
Bonus 3 damage. Let's hope the firebolt don't hit you because this is probably gonna hurt a lot more. Or not. Oh, maybe it will.
Any consequence for
11 fire damage.
Kazi, odds or evens?
Evens.
Jesus Christ, Kazi's hit.
God damn it, Kazi!
11.
Mm-hmm.
11.
All right. So do I get double advantage for my concentration?
Yes.
Okay.
You'd have to roll it twice too. 'Cause you took 2 hits.
Oh, do I have to roll it twice? Toxic?
Every attack that hits you, you have to roll concentration.
Well, I'm asking Toxic.
I'll let you make one roll on that. So I'm gonna say they hit you at the same time.
All right. Well, I definitely passed that. Do I get a nat 20? Nope. I got a dirty 20, but a high roll of 23. You hurt me more than my own spell did.
you chose odds and then even, sir.
5th level spell at that. I just want to make that a point.
I mean, to be fair, you chose the dice to pick.
I mean, I didn't roll the dice.
That's fair too. Alright. Anything else, Hunter? Are you gonna
No, I've always wanted to do that.
Are you gonna keep
Once.
beating Kazi?
Thankfully, my hammer comes back to me.
You mean you've always wanted to beat the fuck out of me?
No, always wanted to chuck my hammer and a firebolt at the same time. I wanted to do it at least once before I got a warhammer.
Use the firebolt to go and propel the hammer forward.
Basically.
It's something I really want to try if we ever get out of combat.
Are
That's
you
all I can do.
Okay, Royal, it's your turn.
If you're gonna reanimate this pile of bones, once it dies, once we
No, this probably is too large. I'm seeing what my breath attack requirement is.
I'm scared.
Oh, you should be if what I'm doing is allowed. Where the flying?
Do I have the thing yet that gives you guys immunity or resistance to anyone in my aura, resistance to lightning damage as well? Shit. Or is that a different level up?
I mean, if you have the same feat as me, you could also try healing me.
No, I haven't met a metallic dragon yet.
Oh,
Alright. Could I theoretically hold a cast of Eldritch Blast in front of me and use my breath attack to pull it along with it?
what?
So you want to cast Eldritch Blast and Glyph at the same time?
What?
Say it one more time.
Could I hold a cast of Eldritch Blast out in front of me and use my breath attack and my breath attack drag along the Eldritch Blast?
As long as Eldritch Blast doesn't use vocal components.
Eldritch Blast.
I'm one level off of giving you resistance to lightning, Kazi.
It says verbal and somatic. Is that like one or the other or both?
Both.
Uh-uh.
Okay.
Damn. Could I do that outside of combat?
You can practice it outside of combat.
I'll just cast Eldritch Blast then, if that's fine.
Yep.
Does 25 hit?
Yes.
Ozzy is going to be covered in bandages after this.
Yep.
That
I mean, I'm
projectile
already
does
a
10
little banged
damage.
up. What's
10
up?
damage.
Yep.
We're gonna kill our
Kazi.
friend before monster.
Odds or evens?
Evens.
Hey, it doesn't hit you this time.
Hooray!
Huzzah!
That's the charm. And
I
now
really
for
hope
Royal's other Eldritch Blast.
Chew on it.
Does 12 hit?
No.
Pretty sure you're good.
It doesn't even hit me, so
Uh,
it does. It doesn't. That's not even a high enough roll to hit my duplicate.
You really want
That I forgot to use whenever I was getting blasted in the face by a hunter.
that's all on you. I have no control
That is
over
on
that.
me. That is on me. I'm not asking to go back or nothing. That's on me.
Well, is the duplicate in there with you?
Hmm.
It technically stays beside him or around him.
Yeah,
I think.
I can't
That's
move it away from me. So it's like you basically see two of me in this rib cage.
Um,
Oh.
outside of combat, would it be possible to, with dramaturgy, practice making Eldritch Blast very colorful, like constantly changing colors?
Yeah, I'll let you practice it.
Alright, I wish to fly upwards, if I can, and if I were on the ground, I won't be, but if I were, I want to be like, ah, hold on a minute. I'm gonna open up paint myself, apparently. Oh, wait, no. Should I be there?
Yeah.
Alright.
So about here?
Yep.
Okay. Is that your turn?
I really wish I had something I could use, but it allows spells as bonus actions, but unfortunately I don't. So yes, I do believe that is my turn.
Alright. Kazi, what's my saving throw it has to reach?
I believe it's a con save of 13. Yeah, con save of 13.
Alright, it rolled a 3.
All right.
Wait, is this the moonbeam?
Yep. 33 radiant damage.
Holy shit.
Awesome.
You on your own spell.
You kill it.
It's not my turn yet.
Yay!
Awesome. I'm gonna stop it before I take a hit from that too.
Before you eat it.
Yeah.
It's like one of those beams descending, and just before it cuts your head, you call it off.
The pile of bone crumbles in shards of bone and ash.
I didn't get to
Bones
try what I was
disintegrate
going to
into-
try. I was
Do the
going to try
bones.
to punch my hand and then yank Kazi out.
You
How
can
do you-
unbury him, though.
I'm just gonna walk off, dusting myself off.
Heal yourself.
I don't have any more free casts.
Give
Um,
me a minute. I might have something for you, sir.
I'm just gonna walk up to him and cast Cure Wounds on him.
I mean, I totally have a ring that'll give me a spell slot back, but
Did I give the potion of greater healing to anyone?
I don't believe so. That should still be on you.
Well, you'll be lucky to know my Cure Wounds heals you 20 HP.
Dang.
I kind of shake my
You?
my one healer's kit at Kazi and question if he wants me to come over and tend.
I'm good. I'm good.
I rolled literally max.
Excuse me.
When does temp HP wear off?
Depends on the variant.
Let me see. The sphere itself only lasts 1 minute. It doesn't say a time limit when it ends, so I would assume it would be gone after the minute is over.
All right.
Okay, so just get rid of the stuff
Yeah.
now.
I think everybody can just go and reset their temp HP to 0.
So you guys finish the battle. A pile of bone shards and ash sits around Kazi. You notice as the sky begins to clear, meteors are no longer falling from the sky. You hear shrieks and yells from down in the city. And from atop the mountain, you can see as the armies that were besieging the walls begins to fall back.
Would we have enough information to insinuate as to why they'd be falling back?
Probably because Tyrael got banished to some shadow realm.
I mean, that could be one assumption.
The best assumption that you could come up with is exactly that. Their general has fallen or been taken out of the picture.
All right. Where was that one teleportation circle that would take us up here? Do we use it to take it back down?
The teleportation crystal?
Mm-hmm.
It's next to the road.
You guys think
we
we
just
should go
jump
down
off
there?
like we always do?
I mean, we could.
Could just jump off like you always do if you wanted to.
Or we could check the inside of the temple and see if there's more undead.
Yeah, we should probably do that.
You guys
let's
look
clear
at
out
the
the
temple and you can see priests peeking out at you and priestesses, as well as a small swarm of children.
We've dealt with it.
Hey, you guys are alive.
Oh yeah, the children.
Yeah, they.
I do a bow and flourish.
We should probably check the rest of the bodies for more undead. Just throwing that out there.
I'm gonna look in Quack's general direction and say we almost died. Do you think we have that? Referring to him bowing.
We didn't almost die.
We've almost died 100 times at this point, I feel like. Like the amount of times we've been in danger in this fucking this campaign.
Children hear that? We're heroes to them.
Let's make sure there's no more undead before we start curtsying and making sure they applaud us.
Alright, who did the curtsy?
The curse?
I did a bow and flourish.
Alright, roll performance.
Can I try to push him on his face?
Oh,
it's
I
too-
would fall on my face anyway. I got a
No.
4.
Quack, you go to do your flourish and you trip and fall.
Honestly, the kids might find that funnier.
Oh, I'm gonna
Mhm.
pick him off the floor.
The
Get up.
children start giggling at you before they're reminded of the horrifying visage of all the dead bodies being ripped apart in front of them.
So when I did my divine sense, did it encompass inside and outside the temple, or how much of it did I sense?
I believe it's like a 40-foot radius, right? You have to
Let
walk
me
around.
double check. It is 60 feet.
All right, you still have to walk around.
Okay, well, I'd use another use of it and walk around real quick to make sure there's no more undead.
All right.
Could I use a message to send to what was that? I believe no, not Cypress.
Sicaria?
That one general guy.
Ishmael?
that guy.
Ishmael. Yeah,
Yeah.
Ishmael, and ask what the situation is down there.
You get a message back pushing monsters out of city.
All right. Things are wrapping up down in the city also. Monsters are getting pushed out.
Mm.
Not quite pushed out yet. So, but
Does my
they are
brisk
on the
jog
line.
deter any more undead?
What's that?
Did my brisk jog inform more? No?
No.
Okay. Everything is actually dead.
I am gonna try to do some things to help distract the children from
Your
help,
awful
you know. I
Now
don't.
that
Well,
all
I
that's
can't word
done.
it right to be.
why don't we go down and help make sure that there's no stragglers left in the city?
It's just something quick. It's not like I'm
Oh,
just
awesome.
helping them not be like give them something to think about other than everything that just fucking happened.
Also,
Subtle.
I mean,
Finrick,
that can be.
where's Eeyore?
I guess he was. I forgot you gave him to me.
I told you to save his life. Now where's Eeyore?
Um, can we say I stuffed him in my satchel? After I finished
Eeyore
healing him?
is his own sentient thing. And
You're not stuffing him in a satchel.
Eeyore is currently a hat on Quack's head.
Eeyore, what are you doing up there, buddy?
Wait, he is my hat? What happened to my hat?
He's just enveloped your hat.
Oh, okay.
We gotta get you a big old meal. How you feeling? Put back together?
I don't feel so good.
I can understand that.
Didn't you get fully healed though?
I mean, how would you feel having something ripped out of your body only to have it put back together shortly
Okay.
after?
The bone
And
monster
developing
that
this
you guys
chaos.
were just fighting did area damage.
Oh, it also hit ER. That's
It
right.
also hit Eeyore.
How visibly fucked up does Eeyore look?
Eeyore has
You cut out.
barely hanging on. He's got like 3 hit points left right now.
I'm going to put a cure wounds into Eeyore as well.
I'm gonna use a kit, use of my kit to bandage him up again.
Eeyore receives 11 HP.
Okay. Yeah, I feel much better.
Can't tell if that's sarcastic or
Oh.
not.
Okay, I guess. He's like slops down off from Quack and goes back to Hunter.
Before he goes, I patch him up a little with my kit, and he heals 10 plus whatever number his hit die is,
Okay.
or
Can I
however
add,
many hit die he has.
can I add the one stein to my inventory I had a while ago?
You're what?
The stein, or the glass.
Yeah, you never got rid of it, right?
Yeah.
I don't see why not.
Yay.
Alrighty. Oh.
Okay.
All right, so shall we go and try and make sure that there's no leftover or nothing
I'm
lingering
gonna
in the
peer
vicinity?
over the cliff and see if I can spot any immediate lingering monsters within the vicinity.
You can see a group of soldiers that have completely encircled that meteor that fell on you guys earlier, and it looks like they're just standing in shield wall around it and picking off the octopus guys as they come out.
Okay, that seems under control. Nothing else standing out?
As you look over the edge, you see another smaller chunk of meteor explode. Probably from dynamite charges that's by the industrial district.
Oh, I thought maybe one of the monsters, it was one of the siege monsters inside it that blew up.
I had a couple
Do-
thoughts.
do
I'm
I
glad
know-
it was a dynamite.
Do I notice it?
Everyone notices the exploding thing that's looking down over the city.
Is there like still monsters around it, or
It's a little hard to tell at this distance.
Well, we
But,
should probably head over
'cause-
to the explosion. Check on that area first.
yeah?
The soldiers seem to have our friendly meteor that was dropped on us under control.
Gotta take care of my friends.
So, you guys go down into the city, and most of what you find is that guards have mopped up the monsters, and the people are slowly coming back out into the streets.
I'm going to be
Alright,
offering medical assistance as we go by. I'm going to be offering medical assistance as we go by. Like
I'm
different
gonna
things.
also keep an eye out for any like potential like ambushes. Like if there's like a small group in some alleys or something.
Roger that. Some time goes by. Hours pass. You guys help clear streets and organize civilian healing and rescue with the guards. And it's not long before you realize that it's late in the day and a group of civilians have pulled you to the Burning Skull Tavern to celebrate your heroism. They've heard many things about you, especially from one of the priestesses and the children from the temple. And one of the artisans from the industrial district offers to erect statues of each of you and wants to know if you want to pose as he whittles away at a large stone in your image.
I will thank him and pass on the offer.
I also don't want a statue of.
I'm just going to do a
Really
classic.
don't want to draw that much attention to myself.
I'm going to
Yeah.
do a classic Captain Morgan.
Okay. um, can I trade the statue for access to a smithy?
He's not a smith, he's a mason.
He could ask to introduce me to a smith he knows.
I would request though that he makes a statue of Sapphires.
Ooh, that's a good one.
He accepts a Savra statue in your place. And Apparently, Eeyore wants a statue of themselves made.
Eeyore
Okay.
did play a pretty important role.
Yep, he did.
Does he want to be on my hat?
You want to be the hat?
No.
You want a full statue just yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll let the Mason know. My Eeyore would like a statue of himself.
They say absolutely.
Can I have a comically large and also incredibly fancy ladle?
Uh,
It's
Eeyore,
the
Eeyore poses as a bag with 2 thumbs up and his tongue hanging out.
it's fucking awesome.
We're changing the view of mimics.
No, you guys are going to be going into a state of there's going to be peace. Now, I'll let you guys discuss what you do after. Obviously, in between sessions. But you guys are going to have a period of time that of downtime for your characters. And so I want you.
I just remembered a question that I have been forgetting to ask ever since I got bitch slapped like 6 sessions ago. Do I know the pendant Tyrael was carrying, or anything about the pendant that I attempted to steal from Tyrael?
Hold on. I'm getting messaged.
Drum roll,
Okay.
please.
Okay. One more time. Sorry.
Do I know anything about the pendant Tyrael was carrying when I tried to steal it? I don't think it has any relevance now, especially since we're entering a period
Okay.
of peace.
Okay.
But
The pendant that Tyrael was wearing when you tried to steal it, right?
mhm.
Oh, God damn it.
I know I asked you one time before outside of a session, and you had already closed your notes, so
Oh, okay. No, God damn it.
excuse me.
It looks a lot like. I'm gonna put in character. This.
Do Warforged count as constructs?
I believe so.
I think I would know about that one, wouldn't I?
You would indeed know what that is.
I don't think that's something I would have even wanted on my person.
What does that do?
um, out of character. I'm gonna say this specifically. Out of character. If that's what I think it is, that would be a pendant of the spider goddess, Lolth, which is incredibly terrifying to drow like myself.
Spur of the moment. Anyways, so I want you guys to think about what you want to do during your downtime. Discuss it with each other. Obviously, message me, stuff like that. But I'm going to end this session here. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you had fun. I certainly did. And I'll see you guys next session.
Indeed.